My name is Janet Stanko, and I am the chair of our local Northeast Florida Sierra Club group. Sierra Club is an environmental organization whose main mission is to preserve and protect the environment in Northeast Florida as well as in the state and across the country. I'm speaking here today in support of Amendment 1 on the ballot in November.
On the November 4th ballot, there is Amendment 1 to the Constitution titled Florida Water Land Conservation Initiative. There are opponents and proponents on this amendment. Please describe some proponents' views.
Amendment 1 will restore funding for preserving and maintaining conservation land. This land is important because it will protect our drinking water supply, protect habitat for wildlife, and of course provide more recreational land for all of us to enjoy now and in the future generations. Before 2009, about 1/3 of doc stamp fees, that's documentary stamp fees, were used to purchase preservation land. After 2009, the Florida legislature elected to direct funds elsewhere so that as of right now, little to no funding is going from the state for buying and maintaining conservation land. Amendment 1 simply restores that funding to the approximate amount we had prior to 2009, and it takes this decision-making out of political consideration. Those who say your taxes will increase are just trying to confuse you. These documentary stamp fees have been collected for many years. Whenever land or homes or commercial property is bought and sold, a doc stamp fee is collected. This is appropriate because a portion of the property that is bought is vacant land. So 1/3 of these doc stamp fees would be allocated to preserving important conservation land for future generations. So Amendment 1 would only restore funding to the level that it was before 2009, but it makes it statutorily required rather than subject to political consideration. Protecting our water supply is a very important part of our goals here because our main source of water so far has been the Florida aquifer, and that water supply is a very clean and pristine source of drinking water, but it is running out. The Amendment 1 land acquisition would help to protect land that is recharge areas for our Florida aquifer, and of course it would also provide additional recreational land and protect habitat for wildlife. Landowners will not be required to sell their land. Only willing sellers will sell land into the preservation program, and this is the same as it has been previously under the Florida Forever program, and there would be no eminent domain. But in addition to actual outright purchase of land, landowners could sell what are called conservation easements on their land so they could continue to use the land as they have traditionally used it, like, for example, farmers, and still get either a payment or tax reductions because they agree to not develop the land. The time is now to pass Amendment 1 because the economic recession is ended and housing development is starting up at a very fast pace, using up vacant land quickly, land that will never again be available to us. If we can preserve it now, we can preserve our water supply and recreational land for future generations. I would like to thank the first Coast Tea Party for the opportunity to speak on this topic, and I would emphasize how important it is to vote in the November 4th election, and in particular vote yes on Amendment 1. Thank you.